Hey, it's day 18 of Advent 2023, and we're going to have a part 2 to our field trip to the Markle Pittock Mansion or house. Actually, it was the Markle Pittock House, but I'll tell you what, it was a dang mansion as far as I'm concerned. Any house with a ballroom becomes a mansion in my mind. I'm going to tell you a little bit more background story that I heard, and also take you on a little field trip of my free finding at this visit and show you what I'm doing with it. Okay, so today I am starting the boxwoods that I picked up off the ground at our estate sale yesterday. I did want to fill you in. I found out more information because I kind of did a dig, as you do, about like who was this guy that built this house, and I did find some extra information. So George Markle, came from money from back east. He went to private school. He was hoity-toity. But then he decided Portland was the place to make his fortune and his name because, you know, probably daddy was the name back east, right? So he comes out and he gets into banking and he does a whole bunch of business stuff and he did quite well for himself. And then he got married, built this fancy house on the hill. It even had to have its own water tower because there was no water at the top of the hill. So in the old pictures, you can see this monstrous water tower up beside his house. And I'll see if I can put the picture of it right up in here because I did ultimately find his house on the Historic Places registration. Apparently that water tower got moved to like an amusement park. I'm trying to think of the name of the amusement park, but I'll put the name right up in here where the tower got moved to. I don't recall. Was it Oaks Park, though? It may have been Oaks Park, but I'll look it up for sure. And then, so he was doing quite well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But then he decided that Portland needed a streetcar. And we've heard about the old streetcars. And I don't know if the streetcar that George Markle built and the streetcars ultimately that I've heard old stories about in Portland are the same. But he got together investors and they were all going to make money off a streetcar. Well, we all know, how much does public transit make for people, individuals? It's a public service. It's not a moneymaker. So he builds the streetcar and goes bust. And that is how he lost all of his money. He fled the country for debtors, or he fled the state to avoid being debted, to the debtors coming after him. The bank foreclosed on his home. And his wife left him, moved back east, and quietly divorced him, which in 1880-something, 1888, 1890, that was a thing, right? You didn't just go capriciously divorcing your husband at that point in time. So that all happened. I don't know what happened to him after that. I found a lot of George Markle's death dates in like the 20s to the 30s, which wouldn't have been unwarranted for him. But I don't know that it was the same George. So I don't know what happened to him after that. I couldn't find that information. But then the house sat empty for 10 years. And then the Pittock family bought it, like I said yesterday. And then they and their descendants owned it until the 70s when, not the woman who currently owns it, but when other people bought it and moved in. So that was the interesting story. I did think the Markle story was pretty good. Okay, so what you're about to see, though, is me putting the cuttings from the boxwood into rooting compound and then into starter pots. And I've got them sitting in my west window. So I'm going to show you the steps to that. And then we'll be done for today. It'll be a quickie. I will let you know we've started cooking. So cooking videos are tomorrow for sure because I've already taken some footage. One of the other things I picked up at that sale yesterday was cuttings from the gardener. And there was a beautiful, very old boxwood on the Markle estate. Markle, I can't remember his name. Pittock. The Markle Pittock estate, because brains, it's first thing in the morning. I'm not good now. Last year, I bought a big boxwood plant. I bought these two kits in the winter, plus I bought rooting compound right here. Did it all on Amazon. I have more than I need here. It comes with these peat moss pucks that we shouldn't be using. Yesterday, I filled this tray a little bit with water, and I let these sit overnight. And I let these sit overnight. And these are just prunings from the garden guys before the sale on the weekend. And what I am doing is cutting a fresh end at a node. So for example, on this one, I'm going to knock off each one of these side branches, dip the end in the rooting compound, and then put it into the tray. Just pop it right into those. I would like to put the lid on, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. I'm going to try, because that'll help me. Oh yeah, look, it kind of works. That will help me keep these things moist. I'm going to put more water in the tray, give them a good start. This is not a north-facing window. This is a west-facing window, but it gets a good amount of light, and it also has this wide. We actually sit on this sometimes. I have this quilt that I lay across it so you can sit on it, but it's a bit high for sitting. We also keep our shoes down here as a temporary measure until I can figure out what to do with the space. But for now, I am going to try and root my boxwoods. I have a landscape plan for the front yard that involves about 100. So I have my work cut out for me. But if I can carry on getting cuttings like this, supposedly these root so easily that you can just cut them and put them directly into the ground. I'm not doing that. I'm going to try and put some roots on them before I put them in the ground. But that's one of today's activities. There will be more. I think that, see those? I think those are baby roots. See that right there?
It's not. Hang on. There
Maybe. Those might be baby roots. If they are, I think that's why this works. But I'm guessing. If any of you guys are horticulturists out there and you can tell me something else, that's the story I'm going with.
Made out like a bandit on the boxwood droppings.
I know. Oh yeah, guess this was free.
Yeah.
It was the cheapest.
We had to wait in line for ages, and I said, pick up the boxwood droppings.
Yeah, Grayson found them. Okay, I'm not gonna put these to waste. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try it. This may make it harder to put the lid on, but.
I'd imagine you could do this at a Home Depot as well.
Oh, take the cuttings. Well, no, nobody pruned.
Dropped succulent leaves.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen those for sure.
I probably could, yeah. I'm definitely going to want to get this wet and get some more water on top. But I counted last night when I was getting ready to do this. I counted 38, so I think I'm going to have the opportunity for 38 starts. What's cool about this is this is clearly, 60, 70, maybe even more years old, which is kind of nice because that means I won't be getting modern varieties of boxwoods. I'll get old, proper old that matches the house. Honestly, they'll be the same age as the house. If this works.
If it works.
If this works. I'm going off like 5 seconds on a YouTube video or on a gardening video. I don't think it was YouTube, it might have been. On some gardening video I watched once that said it was easy. But I sure as heck can't rationalize in my head when we need new electricity for 100 boxwood plants. It's just not really something I can suggest as a good idea.
We're not HGTV.
And I'm also not the Pittock family. Well, let's try that. That one's a mid-piece, so I don't know if that one will work. I might get more then. I might have to go poof up some more discs. It's kind of fun to be gardening. Although I gardened last December, it's kind of fun to be looking at something hopeful in December. I think last December I planted bulbs, and then I needed help because I had COVID hardcore on the day I decided I had to plant my bulbs. I'm pretty sure you're always supposed to leave at least a couple of leaves on these things because the photosynthesis.
We have a visitor.
Yeah, Mr. Green doesn't know what's happening, but he thinks it might involve food. Come on. This is a little far down for this little guy. Come on. There we go. There. I'm trying to find a good node where I break these. I don't know. A node is a joint where you can see those little root things.
There we are.
So that's a node, that's a node. So theoretically, I don't know if it would work, but I could break one at every node. I hope that'd be, if that works, if one of those I put in was a node 1, and if that works, I will be chopping the cradiola out of these to get more. What do I got? How many empties do I... Look, I still have so many. I'm gonna have to poof up more. Fingers crossed I'm not wasting my time here.
Oh, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, you have some empty ones, though.
Yeah, I still have a few.
You didn't go in order.
No, I didn't. I don't feel like going in order today. Today I have more energy than I normally do. Maybe that's why. Or I'm more scattery. How many do I have left? Because I'm definitely gonna have to poof up some more pots. My counting skills yesterday lacked, clearly. But I am being a little wild with the nodes, so maybe that's why. There's one. Okay, come on, get in there. That one doesn't look too healthy, but I'll do it. Nope, not doing that one.
At least 5 left.
Oh, there's a good one. Oh, good. Grayson's counting for me. There's one. Oh, and that one's nice and plumped up. And there's branches on these. That one's very small. Well, I'm doing all different sizes and types, and so I can maybe make an estimate as to, in a non-scientific way, which ones works best. Has he gone out yet?
Yeah.
There. How many are left? Any left? Oh, one there. But I still have so many. Well, go big or go home. There. All right, and then I guess I'm gonna poof up some more. Because I have more. I have more. It's probably not a good idea to let those rot in there. So I'm gonna take those out.
Confetti.
Yeah, I have some of the sleeve that's in my way.
All right.
Yeah, just hit. Okay, final video. I finished putting all of my little starts in with their rooting compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. I got 47 starts. Now I'm under no illusion that these all are gonna root. It would be lovely if they did, but if you look, even though there's no sun coming in out our window, this faces the driveway, it's already building a little greenhouse effect in here with my lid. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Unfortunately, there used to be a radiator under here. I bet this used to be a great greenhouse area. There is no heater under here anymore. But I'm gonna watch it. If it freezes outside too much, I'll pull it back or I'll move it over near my heater. But in the meantime, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some roots on this, on these boxwoods. We'll keep updating you as we go. All right, that's it. I hope you like that, and I hope you enjoy looking at those cuttings. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, if you want to see what's happening and more videos and more Christmas preparation, make sure and subscribe to the channel, like it, leave any comments, Do you have any good historical stories that you've looked up? I did go down another rabbit hole about Roslyn, which I'll tell you later, but it's where my family first came to the Pacific Northwest and where they lived, and I found some references to my great 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 grandfather. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.